I know this is not an accurate gauge to judge Devin Funchess on, but I will never forget picking him up in fantasy, and he just sucked ass. Crossy Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. I can't believe the Packers always sign people when I'm in the middle of editing another video, and so I gotta stop that video, and then I gotta go do all the research, and I gotta record, and I gotta put this whole thing together before I even get back to the other video. Grassy. And today, after I listed the top 5 needs of the Green Bay Packers in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Packers go ahead and sign a wide receiver. Devin Funchess, the former Colt, and before that, former Panther. Yeah. Woo! So obviously this signing is not what Packers fans expected nor wanted. And by the way, Breshad Perriman also signed a 1-year deal with the Jets for up to $8 million, $6 million guaranteed. And so you can stop DMing me about Breshad Perriman. Now, here's the thing. As of recording this video, the salary breakdown, the contract for Funchess has not been released. And for me, that's going to kind of make or break this signing. Now, if I was a gambling man, what I would have to guess is this probably going to be a 1-year deal for pretty damn cheap, considering that Funchess last year signed a $10 million deal with the Colts and got injured week 1, broke his clavicle, and then never returned last season. So I think this would be like a prove-it contract, which for me is kind of exactly what I wanted for any wide receiver that we were going to sign, and this one just so happened to be for Devin Funchess. Now, if you're not familiar with Devin Funchess, he's a former second-rounder from 2015. He's 6'4". He's only 26 years old. So again, he does have youth. He has some speed as well, but obviously he's like the big guy on the sideline. He spent 4 years with Carolina. His best season coming in 2017 with 8 touchdowns, 840 yards. His total stats in Carolina over those 4 years, he played in 61 games, so he was actually relatively healthy. Only missed a few of them, but 311 targets, 161 receptions, a little over 2,200 yards, and 21 TDs. Now, the number that sticks out to me, and the one that I knew Funchess for, was the 311 targets for 161 receptions, giving you a catching percentage of 51.8%. Oof. Just to give you an idea, when Davante Adams wasn't playing so great, his worst catch percentage for the entire year was 53.2%. So that was when he was really bad. It's been over 60 since. His lowest since then has been 62%. So yeah, that's my big issue with this. His highest catch percentage was 56.5, which again was in 2017. And I don't want to rag on the guy completely because he does have positive. He's a big body receiver. He does have some ability to make some impressive plays, and we're most likely going to get him for a very cheap deal. Now, Gutekunst could just be bringing him in, and he's going to compete in camp, and we're just going to see what happens. No harm, no foul. So it seems like this is going to be super duper duper low risk, which is what I like. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as low risk, high reward because I just don't think that Funchess is going to be playing at that elite level, but I am happy to be wrong about that. So I know that this is not like a flashy, exciting signing, but it provides depth at wide receiver. Whether this is the guy that we got from the CFL, he's going to compete against guys like Kumro, MVS, EQ, Lazard, etc. And by no means, this does not mean that the Packers are not going to draft another wide receiver. We are going to draft a wide receiver. It's going to happen. We might not even be done in free agency. There's still Demarcus Robinson is hanging out there. Taylor Gabriel's still hanging out there. So there is still plenty of time. So I don't see anything necessarily wrong with this deal, but I know for those who are really excited about bringing in a big name guy, they are going to be a little bit disappointed here. But you know what? It's most likely a 1-year deal. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to poo-poo it just yet. And who knows, maybe he can be a nice red zone target for Aaron Rodgers. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And we'll we'll take it as that. But let me know what you think down in the comments below about the Devin Funchess signing. Yeah, we still need a wide receiver. You can always find me at TomGrassiComedy.com or at TomGrassiComedy on all social media. See down below. Check out Patcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout out and thank you to all the Patreon members who are at patreon.com/TomGrassiComedy. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grassi. And as always, go Pack Go.